So I'm gonna try out a new. I'm gonna do a new franchise. For now, I mean, I would like to start broadcasting. Well, I would like to start doing, regular YouTubing instead of streaming, because streaming is not something I want to do. And the Twitch thing, I want to actually just edit and make great videos for you guys. But for now, we're gonna stick with this. That's what I'm doing. So, Taco Supreme. Don't know why that name's sticking. I used it for one of my Bloodborne videos, and that's kind of what I worked with. So, Case Keenum, Bill Lindsay, Yanovich, Sutton, Sanders, Holmes, Bowl, Larry, Paredes, McGovern, Bill. Oh dear. What do we got in free agency? I may need to grab someone. To Julius Thomas, Stefanville, Eric. Oh right. So with this game, what I'll be doing is I'll only play like first and third and fourth quarter, like most of the first, maybe the first drive or two. Depends. But I will not be playing the full game. I will be sitting a lot, and then I'll only play about 5-6 games a season. That's what I'm planning on doing. We'll see how it sticks. But first, before I do that, I need to do a holy crap! That dude's old. How is he not retired? How is he still somewhat relevant? This dude should be in the 60s for overall. Holy crap. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna overhaul the entire, so. 42 million. Awesome. Let's see, what do I need? Definitely gonna need another corner. Strong safety in a year or two. Well, we might be able to work with parts. Simmons, 35. What do you need here? 67, okay. Von Miller from the greatest. I am going to need a quarterback. Alright, so I'm going to sign Marty. Yeah, I'll sign. Great. There are a lot of people in here. I can sign that now, but I should probably sign. That should help. Okay, so you are... and coverage. Alright, you got some good. You'll work for a year. Sign him. Oh, I am horrible at managing money, by the way, and salaries, so just FYI. Sam Bradford. Sam Kelly. Quarterbacks do I currently have? I think I have Hogan behind Kelly? Or Keenum? Yeah, just Hogan. I kind of want to have at least 3 quarterbacks per team. Ice and sheet. Correct. What do you are a rookie. You are West Coast. Awesome. Sign. Eric Decker. Did I say welcome back? Who are you? Yeah, nah, he's only 5 million. Well, he's 5 million, but yeah, he's old, and I think I can work with, I'm pretty sure I can work with, Sutton and Sanders. Yeah, I'll work with him for now. Oh wait, we're in the preseason. I'm not playing preseason games. I'm gonna skip through them. Our first game will be against the Seahawks at home. Yeah, I'll play. Yep, Kamari, Grovery, and Tremaine. Yeah, we'll see how well those two work together for now. Again, just a reminder, I suck at this game. So you're probably gonna see me get slaughtered. Oh, hey, upgrades. Or upgrades. Woohoo! Who can I upgrade? Sewer Ravens. What do I need to upgrade? We got run support, zone, and hybrid. Sewer Ravens. You got shitty man coverage. Did I make you a run supporter? Completely? Yeah, we'll go for it. How is that run support? That's man coverage and zone coverage. I mean, play recognition I can understand, but that's not. Well, whatever. We'll work with it. I'm all for it. Yeah. So, as I said, we're gonna skip ahead. Bradley Roby. Good old Token. Man coverage. I don't even know how he got that good, but I didn't know that to connect to post. Week. Hope no one. Oh. Great. Ah. Crap. Great. Great. Being there to Monte, right? Diamond. Diamond will be announced after, Yep. Stuck in my throat. I can't get it out. It won't go away. Alrighty, I gotta get rid of 15 of you. Look at the team. Okay, so. Keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Bye-bye Rivercraft. Craft. Review. Whatever. I give her 15 of you anyway. Bye. Oh my lord. Goodbye, definitely. Bye. I think Jake Butt, as long as he doesn't get injured, should work. I mean, even if he does get injured, I don't think there's any really need to go against Julius Thomas. It'd just be a waste of money, in my opinion. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it. I don't need to get rid of any linemen. No. another left tackle? Yeah, I might. Defensive tackle, left linebacker, cut squad, goodbye. Middle linebacker. Joker, Jewel, Brandon Marshall, and Todd Davis. Alright, so we're gonna put him in the practice squad. Goodbye. How far am I? 5 to go. Where was I? Right outside linebacker? Quarterbacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Jamar Taylor. You save me some money if I get rid of you, so you're not going to get any better. Bye. You save me money. Bye. Harder, goodbye. You, same thing. I think I need to get rid of one more. Money, money, money. Wait, what? I thought I... Oh, whatever. Oh, I guess that works. Thinking about signing a left tackle. We'll work with what we got now. Oh, this line's gonna suck. Final one, and now, after this, we'll get into the game and check it out, and see how I do. Oh, wait, no, I should probably set the depth chart first, Set goals. Always shoot for 9. At least one above 500. Always. Depth chart. Do. We have no quarterbacks. Philip Lindsay's awesome. Janovitz. Why is he a captain? Put Acosta. Tight ends. Got. Left tackle. Goals. You know, if these guys didn't always get injured, we'd have a solid line. I mean, yeah, we'd have a solid line. But they're in the year, they kept getting injured. I mean, we found somewhat of a groove, like the mid-late area of the season, but it wasn't enough. Harris, Zach Kerr. That's outside linebacker. Wait, there he is. Middle linebacker. And then right outside linebacker. Out in front of Shelby. There. It's kind of sad that he's a backup. I mean, dude, I'm actually quite glad he got onto his own team now. I think I don't remember who he got signed with, but he's not with us anymore this year. as of now, I think. So, I look forward to hearing how well he does, because he would definitely be a starter. And this is not standing. Ain't no way in hell. I'll put parts in for now. Why would I? Yeah. Also put a Braven gun just now. Yep. I see no reason to have a 67% Earth overall in as a starter. That's horrible. Works, Mattis, Wadman. We got Brandon Langley in there, and we'll work with it. Sean Hamilton and I read the item. Well, whatever. Why don't I make wins as a hunt? Why not? Yeah. Starter, Manus, of course. Halfback. Slot receiver. Deshaun Hamilton. Right. Yeah, we'll work with it. Von Miller, of course. Also makes sense, but we're going to put Shaquille Barrett next. Then Shane Ray. Shane Ray was a bust. Barrett, backup. I think Shane Ray, didn't he start out as a right outside linebacker? I think he did. That's the squad. Alrighty. Have that set up. Let's kick some Seahawk booty. Or get kicked by, get our booty kicked by Seahawks. I hope not. I hope not. No thank you. Alrighty, let's do this. I wonder if they're gonna make AAF. You know, that new football league. I wonder if we're gonna make games for that one. If it, sticks up, stays. That'd be awesome.
A best-case scenario in Denver. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, former Viking Case Keenum makes his debut in orange and blue as his Broncos take on the rebuild defense of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games that are going on.
Right,
but first, we're off to the Rockies. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
No fly zone.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Now, this is what I didn't like about the old Madden games. Because they couldn't do it back then. They didn't have great commentary. I like the fact that they put in a lot of commentary in this game, even if it's not up to everyone's standards. To me, it makes the game worth playing.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. We take a closer look at Russell Wilson, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 7th season out of Wisconsin.
So knowing the style of offense that Seattle favored or has favored during Russell Wilson's time there, raise your hand if you thought you'd see him lead the league in touchdown passes.
My hand's down right now.
That's what I thought. He only had 21 in 2016, so we didn't see that part coming. The Seahawks missed the playoffs for the first time in Russell Wilson's tenure last season, but expect that to change going forward.
Yeah, 34 touchdown passes last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before.
Let's do some rushing. Let's stack him over and over.
Now Wilson on first down.
And
his first pass is incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
And that means my eyes go to deep ball out on the perimeter. He plays the game so hard and with such passion, but also plays it skillfully. Only one drop last season.
It is on the
Pro Bowl season.
I'm not that great. As I said, I lose
on 2nd and 10.
I suck.
First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at his draft class from the season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Let me know what kind of camera angle you want. I usually do
nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
One, but if you guys want it on another, just give me a shout in the comments.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. He will not go down. And all the way in, touchdown.
As I said, I suck at this game.
Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. It'll be Case Keenum leading him onto the field, making his first start in a Denver Bronco uniform.
And the 2018 draft, when the Broncos number came up at 5, plenty of chatter that they might take a quarterback right there. Remember, Josh Allen was still on the board. Josh Rosen was still on the board. But the Broncos made a commitment to Case Keenum in free agency, and they're living up to it. Did not take a quarterback in that slot. Going to ride with their new number 4, Case Keenum.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman.
There we go.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice little start to the career.
I don't know what happened
rookie
there.
here,
That guy
hitting
should have
the end
tackled
zone
me.
in week 1 of his
Funky
career.
mechanics.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker. He says, all right, Rook, here you are.
We're gonna
but when you're able to put it in the end
rest of
zone
this quarter
and feel
go
that
straight
sense of
into the second.
accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards...
Oh no! We're getting our asses kicked. Let's stuff the middle.
Here's Carson. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Already getting my ass.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And Matt Paredes is injured. What else is new?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
See if we can get Jake and Bud on the crossing route.
Out of the gun, Keenum. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bud. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When in doubt,
it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
Keenum would have made that play.
You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Granted, I mean, he's making
that play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing his key.
This is
a spectacular one-handed grab there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I want to see that again.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that roundabout. Back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of the game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
We didn't have
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Here's Keenum. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
No fly zone. I wonder if we can bring it back this year.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took it out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The guy that was signed from the Bears and the Texans, I hope.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's just a matter of...
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And this one
that would
is
have been pass interference.
incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, right. Justin Simmons will be fine.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Come on, stop the run, guys.
12 yards and time and picking up the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. To throw is Wilson.
Wow.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Chris Harris, not messing around.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Alrighty,
so
let's get
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Carson.
What the heck?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that was my fault. But, yeah. Well, yeah, let's see if the first sack was Ryan shot. First career sack. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Oh, wait, no. That's...
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Barrett was on that one.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He threw it right to him. Let's see, Brandon Marshall is injured, so put Drew on. Never risk an injury. There's no reason
for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson completes it to Dixon.
Crap.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in the back of the end zone.
I should not have done that.
Nifty move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense? The long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Can we block them all?
First down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. It's
Crap.
intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And the young buck.
All right. Well, that's the end of that drive. And it might be the end of this game. I did say fourth quarter. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. The end of that game. Let's see if I can make a comeback. That ain't happening.
On third down. That's Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait, nope.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Send everyone. If all they're going to do is run the ball, I would.
Now it's Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the...
Oh, my God.
In for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown in a Seahawk uniform. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive
Hail Mary.
just past the 30-yard line.
Alrighty, let's see.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Right,
23 yards on the play.
Come on, we gotta
They
keep
all
going.
came together there. In-breaking
Think
route,
about this.
drove it with
Catch up.
excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Keenum
Oh no!
finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's corralled, but not
Well, I'm
before
glad
getting
Ragnar was
inside
turned
the
around
35.
otherwise that would have
That
been
one
bad.
good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Keenum now on first down. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gotta catch up.
On first down, it's Keenum.
That was
And he couldn't
bad idea.
hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that is caught.
Woo! It worked.
Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the
that gonna
Broncos
count?
get a bit closer. So we just
There we
witnessed
go.
touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want
Was
for the
that
trophy
inbound?
case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for
can't tell.
yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it
I
up,
cannot
put it
tell.
away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first
I
of
don't
many.
think that was. I think the game glitched out and he kind of floated above. Oh, so they're calling it as it counts, but I'm gonna take a look real quick. Let's hide that. Oh, okay, so it was a catch. Awesome. Alrighty.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to 24.
Now we just got to make a quick 3-and-out stop and
now McManus
do
on
it
to
in
kick
the
this
same
one
amount of
off.
time again. And do that 2 more times. At the very least.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's
3
out
more
of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And
So let's glance at
We'll do
a
what's in the
player
game.
spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And he's got his guys in a great spot winning, and a big reason
Yeah,
why
he's kicking
the
our
number of
asses.
yards he's thrown for. He's been really good. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
they're going to run. Stop him.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bino Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo.
Way to go,
And what she
Will
meant by
Parks.
that is don't
How
go too
about
fast
that?
when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
2.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Bradley Chubb.
And there's another sack for Bradley Chubb, and that's exactly why they drafted him. But don't discount his ability to play the run. This is a big, strong young man who understands offensive schemes, how they try to block, and he'll stand stout against the running game as well as continuing to get after the passer.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
What? Whatever.
Keenum now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
Or I'm looking to the far left,
even
and I
after
didn't
all
realize
those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Nice and quick. Let's catch up. Come on, guys.
Splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos cut into that lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
See if we can keep catching up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Score 2 more times.
Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he will lose yardage on the play.
Guys.
Back at his own 19-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to
slow
them down.
It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Did we get him?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Damn it, no we didn't.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions.
They're not running the ball.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Be smarter. Be dumber.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. The number 2 pick back in 2011, Von Miller still doing his thing.
Boy, is he ever. If I were an offensive tackle, I don't know what I would do. I would tell the tight end he's got to stay in on all passing situations and help me out because he's got every move imaginable.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Marshall in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
and it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
There we go.
Adam Gotsis in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
All right, we're going to
Let's
have to
just
be
face
really
it.
quick about this.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Keenum. His throw incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3
No,
for
they ain't
7
gonna
so far
rush.
in this
This is a
game.
bad idea.
This will be 3rd and 6. Now Keenum. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Keenum trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. And they get jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well,
The beauty
now
of being
that
able to play a zone defense when you can sit
it's
back
taking too long.
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands,
We have
guess what?
to
Creates a
score
lot of confusion.
and
Have
get
a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And incomplete here
we're
on
not gonna
3rd
do that.
down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few
Did
more
this save us?
tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
What a horrible mistake.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all,
Automatic
and now
first
your
down.
discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. To the air again, Keenum. Time for a break. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's try.
So it's Bronco football
The
as we
corner
get you
route to
reset
Sanders
here.
to see if that works.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, that's an injury. Stop the clock.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
It saved my ass.
Keenum throwing once more.
Oh!
And his pass incomplete.
Wagner.
The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
All
Stop being a
defenders
good
get
player
tired
and
of
be
hearing
back for
about
me.
their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take it out to the 20-yard line.
That was not who I threw it to. I tried throwing it
Both
to
defenses have had
Sanders,
their struggles.
but that went way right. Let me see. It's run. Yeah, that was meant for Sanders. That was not supposed to go to Sutton. I shouldn't have thrown it there. Nope. Game over. At least I think, yeah, it's game over.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while.
Well,
opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl.
48-10.
I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So that was the first game. Well, it's off to a rocky start, but hey, I think I'm going to get this down. I made a mistake back there. I trusted Keenum's arm, and that was not a good idea. Doggo Supreme, you lost your first game. You are witless. And one new injury. Let me guess. Yeah. Baratus. He was an injury magnet. I can tell ya. Alrighty, well, we're gonna call it here. Well, mainly. We'll see, call it here. Big injury decision. Of course, start back up. But, okay, save it up. We'll go to, we'll call it the Taco Supreme Dynasty. Can I not get this? Taco? We'll do it Taco Dynasty. There it looks. That's Taco Dynasty. There we go. Alright. Mr. Graham 501st here, signing off. Later! If I, know how to turn off the broadcast. Alright, later!